Hey y'all. All right, so I am here with a Patty Melt update.
Hello, and welcome to Cryptic Web Chronicles. Tonight, shocking new drama rocks the world of Patrick S. Tomlinson. Let's find out all the juicy details and dive right into tonight's episode. And a quick reminder for any new viewers, this is a commentary video covering internet drama. The claims discussed are not my own, and I don't endorse them as factual or true. This content is for commentary and entertainment purposes only, following a crazy internet saga that has grown out of hand. Now, without further ado, let's dive in.
Last week on Blue Sky, a sister reached out to me to bring to my attention this vile human being who went to her website and left grotesque comments. So I told her I would do my thing and I would expose this racist. And do my thing is exactly what I did. This is him. His name is Patrick, and he's an author. He is also a narcissist, a misogynist, and a racist.
As you likely know by now, Patrick S. Tomlinson is a controversial figure and wannabe author who gained notoriety online in 2018 and has been embroiled in a war with the internet ever since. In that time, he's faced troll tweets, pizza deliveries, prank calls and texts, and even claimed swattings at his own house, which also operates as an Airbnb. Patrick has long insisted on social media that the group behind his years-long harassment campaign isn't just a bunch of internet trolls, but a coordinated network of far-right extremists and white supremacists, some of whom, he claims, may even be backed by Russian intelligence. Patrick, who seems a bit obsessed with politics, tends to exaggerate what has basically been a 5-year flame war against Reddit trolls. But in a strange twist of fate, tonight's story sees the script flipped on Patrick himself. The man who has long accused his detractors of being white supremacists and alt-right extremists is now facing accusations of racism from unexpected corners of the internet. This controversy ignited when multiple websites run by Black creators reported receiving bizarre, racially charged messages, allegedly sent under Patrick's name and email address. These messages were inflammatory, offensive, and quickly spread across social media, leading to a wave of people calling Patrick out as a racist. Of course, those of you familiar with this story are likely already aware that the trolls have been doing this for a while, often entering Patrick's name and email into contact us forms on various websites, hoping it provokes a response. However, this time, the response was louder than usual, because one particular character took it upon herself to lead the charge.
Alarming fact about my cyberstalker. He's also pro-pedophilia. I'm bringing up his comments right now. What is really scary, if you ask me, is that he operates an Airbnb. Do we know if he has cameras in that Airbnb spying on children? Do we know that?
A new character would emerge named Jackie, an online influencer and activist who runs what she describes as an educational hub centered on blackness, called Jackie's Academy. On her website, Jackie would post a shocking and extensive exposé detailing the racist hate she received, hate she claims was sent on behalf of Patrick Tomlinson. Let's read this jaw-dropping account and see exactly why Patrick's name is once again at the center of controversy. The following is all from Jackie's website, jackiesacademy.com. Patrick S. Tomlinson is an author and a vile racist. One of my sisters on Blue Sky contacted me, sharing the review this garbage human left on her website. Patrick, if you were confident in your abilities, you would not be going out of your way to target a black woman. You sell books because, for white folks, there are no standards. You can be meteors as they come and still reach success. That is because you are uplifted by white supremacy. You would be no one without it, Patrick. Attached is a screenshot of a contact form troll message alleged to have been written by Patrick, including his email and website. I am a real author who actually sells books. I'm also white, which means I'm a real human unlike you. Jackie's expose continues with 22 more images detailing the insanity that occurred and showcasing the harassment that Jackie alleges Patrick and his ball washers carried out. Jackie continues. The New York Post published an article about Patrick. Wonder if they know that he calls black women nigger and tells them they are not human in his spare time. James O'Neill wrote about this racist in February of 24. Patrick the racist talks about dealing with haters because he publicly admitted to not finding Norm Macdonald funny. Well, Patrick, imagine being a black author and waking up to being called a nigger by some arrogant white dude. Why should anyone feel sympathy for a racist who goes out of their way to harass black women? Also, there is evidence that Patrick was swatted 7 times, which is not cool, but I have seen no evidence to support his claim of 47 times. I question Patrick's honesty. As you can see, Jackie is extremely skeptical of Patrick's claims about his trolls and so-called cyberstalkers, even questioning the authenticity of his 47 swattings. Jackie goes on in writing, "Did you know Patrick runs an Airbnb?" Yup. The same person who claims to have been swatted 47 times has an Airbnb. Why would Airbnb allow a house swatted 47 times on its site? What am I missing? I wonder if his guests are aware. Since exposing Patrick, I have received the remails below. I'm keeping the names anonymous. If this is true, and he is targeting the black and brown community with a questionable and potentially Airbnb scheme, people need to be aware. Jackie would even point out the 2011 incident where Patrick allegedly threatened to murder his own wife and newborn daughter. He was infamously divorced and gave up all custody of his daughter shortly following this incident. In another entry, Jackie wrote, "Since exposing Patrick on May 6th, I have received an array of threats and hateful emails. I'm aware of a hate form. I will not name it because I will not elevate it. The website has been linked to at least 2 people committing suicide because of the bullying coming out of it, that I suspect Patrick and his goons leak information to in order to distract from what he is doing. The site houses white supremacists, and I suspect he adds his victims to this site so they are bullied, and he can blame those trolls. My hypothesis is based on my information being added to this site after one of Patrick's supporters threatened. Threat received at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I was added to the site at 3:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me that they would do it. Patrick is an experienced racist internet troll who got any perceived success from this ploy. Do not let him dupe you, too. He has terrorized countless individuals. Together, we can end his reign of terror. Continue to boycott this man and elevate this story." In another image on her site, Jackie wrote the following. "Patrick will try to convince you that he is the victim. He will claim that he is the target of angry white supremacists cyberstalking him. I have a few questions for Patrick. Explain how someone claiming to be a victim engages with their trolls at 3 a.m. Why not block them? I have over 2,000 bullies blocked on social media. After allegedly being swatted 47 times, who would feel comfortable being a superhost on Airbnb? Is there a warning provided to your guests? If you live in fear, why are your email and phone numbers displayed on all your social media accounts? Surely, there are precautions you could take. What steps have you taken to mitigate the impact of these trolls? Why not change your phone number and not release it? What actions have you taken, Patrick? You claim that the FBI is involved with your case. You want people to believe that the FBI cannot foil the plans of these masterminds who post openly on their white supremacy website. I'm surprised you have gotten away with this for so long. Patrick, you are a horrible person. Stop cyberstalking me. However, it only gets even more shocking. In another image, Jackie writes, Patrick is pro-pedophilia. His inner circle, which he calls the ball washers, consists of convicted pedophiles. Y'all, the information is all out there. I highly recommend going to YouTube and searching Patrick Tomlinson. Also, should someone who is pro-pedophilia be on Airbnb, I hope he does not have cameras in there spying on children. Jackie seems to have caught on quickly to the rumors and allegations that follow Patrick around online, not only learning about his Airbnb swatting inconsistencies, but also the disturbing connections he allegedly has. In addition to these posts on her website, as well as posts on the social media platform Blue Sky, Jackie would also make Instagram videos about the drama unfolding between her and Patrick. While I have showcased some brief clips from there here, I highly recommend going and viewing them yourself to get the full picture. Jackie is highly committed to her cause and seems to be going head-to-head against Patrick with no fear or restraint. I don't mean to steal her thunder by showing the clips here, so please give her page the proper attention it deserves. She is clearly a very passionate and thoughtful person and absolutely deserves the acknowledgement. I have no doubt that this entire ordeal has enraged Patrick. Even worse, he can't use his usual allegations of racism against a committed activist like Jackie. Of course, Pat has been forced to respond on social media and doesn't seem to be handling it well. Jackie would post the following on Blue Sky. Hey y'all, meet Patrick S. Tomlinson, a full-time author and foul racist. We need to raise awareness about his actions and disrupt his peace. He told our sister that she wasn't human because she was black and called her the N-word. Click the link below to read more. Please pay special attention to my call to action on the final page. Spread the word. Share this post. One of Jackie's followers would respond, shared on Blue Sky. Patrick would reply to her, Thanks for that. I would not have been able to find this otherwise. No, I didn't write that comment. Ms. Jones' website contact form has been targeted by a criminal cyberstalker impersonating me. Jackie would respond with an eye-rolling emoji, displaying her disbelief. Patrick wrote back, It's a fact. These criminals have been abusing website contact forms while impersonating me in this way for many years. It's also a fact that you are putting my family in physical danger by doxing our home address, which has already been targeted with swattings 53 times. Jackie would reply, unfazed by Patrick's swatting claims. I read up on you, and never once did I see any article that suggested that cyber stalkers were targeting black people under your name. I did read that you were swatted, but being a victim of swatting does not exempt you from being a racist. Patrick would clap back, I am not a racist, and I did not leave that or any of the hundreds of other similar messages our stalkers have leveled against black creatives and businesses. If you read up on me, you would know this cult has impersonated me, my wife, and other members of our family. Many thousands of times Jackie would ask, Can you point me to the article that shows that you were hacked and that the impersonators attacked black people? Patrick would respond, No, because I haven't been hacked. As I've already explained, an abuser doesn't need to have access to my email in order to type the address into a web contact form. All they need to know is my name and public email address. No hacking took place, Jackie would write back. Well, why haven't you changed your public email address? You are doing a lot to try to take the heat off of you, but have yet to acknowledge the damage that these comments made to the black woman impacted. I am not convinced. Patrick replied, saying, because they would just type in the new public email address instead. That's not a solution to anything. I am sorry she was targeted, as I'm sorry the literally hundreds of other minority creatives have been targeted. But they are not my words, and I am not responsible for them. Yet one have been dealing with the fallout every day, for years. Jackie would respond, "So what is Patrick? Continue to allow black people to be abused under your name? You are so sorry that it took me calling out that you did not acknowledge the impacted black woman for you to acknowledge her." Patrick would snap back, "How am I allowing black people to be abused under my name? There is no way to prevent the criminals stalking my family from doing this. They are anonymous." Jackie would calmly reply, "Patrick, I won't continue to go back and forth with you. It is 2025. I'm not satisfied with your conclusion that your name is going to be used to harass black people online continuously, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Again, I suggest that you go balls to the wall to ensure that this shit stops." She would continue, "You said that this has happened before. So, I am looking for you to show me the articles that were written where your email address was used to harass black people. You said this has happened in the past, and I am looking for evidence." Patrick posted in response, "This has never stopped happening. It has been every day for years, and I have been calling it out publicly for years." Jackie would reply, "That is a lazy answer, Patrick. Very lazy." Patrick would write back, "It's the facts." Jackie then asked, "So your answer is to allow your face and name to continuously be used to say harmful and disgusting things to black people? Then you want no accountability for it. Well, you had better work hard to rectify this, Patrick. If my name and face were being used for such grotesque things, I wouldn't sleep until it was corrected." Patrick would reply in frustration, "I'm not allowing my name and face to be used for anything. I am not the one sending the messages. Literal criminals are. I have been working to rectify it every day for nearly 7 years. We have been working with the FBL for more than 3 years already, ever since these same criminals started making bomb threats against public venues in our names. It's not something you can correct." Jackie would respond, "Patrick, again, I say, if this is true, what do you do to reach out to the impacted individuals when it comes to your attention? This particular individual did leave a comment on your website. So, tell me why you didn't say anything there. Why didn't you immediately reach out and say, 'Oh my goodness, this was not me. I am so sorry'?" I don't believe you, Patrick. As you can imagine, this newfound exposure has led to Patrick being swarmed on social media, with many calling him out following Jackie's accusations. He has been overwhelmed by trolls and people sincerely attacking him for these allegations, and he's also been blocked by nearly 1,000 people on Blue Sky following this incident. Right now, Patrick is likely being overwhelmed by the flood of negative attention, though this certainly isn't a new position for him. However, the fact that one of his own perceived political allies is piling on the hate, and that he can't counterattack with accusations of racism, has to sting even more. As usual, lawsuits and criminal investigations are being threatened, and the recent lull in Pat posting appears to be over, at least for now. Still, Patrick's future remains uncertain, as he remains entangled in a legal battle with the city of Milwaukee and its police department. Meanwhile, the trolls on the O and A forums are reveling in the renewed drama, and Jackie continues to stand her ground, amplifying her allegations against Patrick with renewed intensity. There's no telling where this saga will spiral next, but this shocking turn of events has definitely reignited momentum. Not everything's sagging, like some people thought. Stay tuned. There's bound to be more ahead. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Cryptic Web Chronicles. Good night.